Hi, I'm James from the Turner Guitar Studio in Leduc and Morinville and at turnerguitar.com. Now today I'm going to be playing, showing you how to play The Way by Fastball. This is going to be a somewhat simplified version in that I'm not going to do lots of really fancy stuff and go through everything, but I'll give you a couple strum patterns for the different sections, show you the chords, the order they happen in, and show you a couple different techniques to make it a little more interesting. So, in this version I play it with a capo on the 2nd fret, which makes the chords that you're going to be using in your verse in E minor, A minor, B7, and E7. And then in your chorus, a G, D, E minor, B7, and C. We'll start with your verse, and in your verse there's just one strum pattern. We'll do it with a hybrid picking, so your thumb will be plucking a low string, always the root note of each chord. So that means on your E minor or E7, you'll be plucking your 6th string. On your A minor and B7, you'll be plucking your 5th string. And then you're going twice on each chord, except for 2 at the end. It's best if you find the tab for this, or the chord diagrams with the lyrics. I'll try and put a link in the description. For this, we'll just go through. We'll start with just the strum pattern by itself. So start with your E minor, which will be done with your middle 2 fingers instead of your index and middle. It'll be your middle and 3rd, because of a couple chord changes becoming a lot easier, mainly your B7 change as well as your E7 from that E minor. Now, the strum pattern will be down, up. So the strum pattern in its strictest sense is just down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. But we add the pluck as the first strum, so pluck, and then down, we mute that 2nd down strum as we kind of do a flared strum with all the fingers kicking out separately. So pluck, down, up, down, up, pluck, down, up, down. So try and get that to be nice and consistent, and just I'll play that for a minute. You can follow along. Now I'll go through it with the strum pattern, and so we'll start with the E minor, then A minor, B7, E minor, then E7, A minor, E minor, B7, E minor. Now you'll see why I do the E minor this way, then on that way to my B7 I just keep that middle, and to my E7 my middle stays and I just put that first on. So run through that pattern a few times, just follow along, try and keep that consistent. Once you have that working, you have most of the song. Now for the chorus, we change the strum pattern slightly. You're switching your chords, every 2nd chord slightly early, so it's a little bit weird timing wise, and then the chords obviously change. So we're starting with your G, and you can either pluck the first strum or you can strum it, and I vary it up that way every time I play. it back in your verse. So that's your whole chorus there. Now to get that down, you'll just have to make sure you can follow this timing. We'll do it with just the G and the D to start with, and so it'll be, I'll do it with the pluck. So you pluck, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So you switch to that D on that up after your 4. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 4, and. So your timing is a little bit early on to that D, and then you're just going up, up, down, up, down, up, once you're on that D. So I'll play that a few times again. Pluck, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 4. So try and get that motion down, and just remember, keep your right hand steady. Again, you can throw some mutes in there if you wanted, something like. But that's all up to you, and if you do the mutes, just do it as a flared, kicked out finger strum with the palm mute, and then followed by an up with just that first finger. So you can kind of change it up as you wish, with whether you're plucking or strumming the first strum, where you're throwing in those mutes, and whether or not you're throwing in those mutes at all. And then the chord progression is just G, E, E minor, B7, C, G, D, and then G again, D again, E minor, B7, C, G, so that D at the end of the first section just goes through all the way twice. And then once you repeat the section again, starting with that G, you're going through everything exactly the same, except when you get to that D at the end, you end up leaving that at your end of your 4, getting onto your B7 early, following through the strum pattern normally, and then run that all the way through with all the strums. And pretty much from there, you just have to repeat for your verses, for your second chorus, and then I usually do a little interlude after I repeat the chorus a second time, just once or twice through the verse without singing, and then I jump right back into the chorus and finish at the end of that chorus. So hopefully you found that helpful. If you'd like to watch me do a cover of it, I can stick that on a second video, and I'll do it with singing, and so you can have a listen to what it would sound like there. Maybe not a bad idea to play along with it, just because it's simpler than playing along with the full song. And yeah, you can do that. If you like these videos, please subscribe to our channel. You can also find out find a lot more videos like this by visiting turnerguitar.com and joining our video blog. And yeah, you can always request new songs and stuff, and as long as I have some time and it's a song that I would be interested in doing, I can get that made as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.